Hey, what is up guys? My name is Oleg, this is Bond. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a review of my first Spinnaker watch. This watch doesn't belong to me, it actually belongs to one of the local subscribers. He has reached out to me via Instagram and offered for me to review his personal watch. Thank you very much, Ivan. It was very great of you to offer this watch for review, so here we are. I've been aware of Spinnaker as a brand for a while. I've been following their watches, just never got a chance to review one until now. I'm really excited to do this review, so let's get started. Let's start the review, as always, by looking at the basic dimensions of this watch. We have a diameter of 44 millimeters, a lug-to-lug width of 50 millimeters, a lug width of 22 millimeters, and a thickness of 14 millimeters. With a 44 millimeter diameter of the case, this is not a small watch by any means. I think it wears like a small 44, maybe even 43, so keep that in mind, and of course I'll do a wrist shot by the end of this video. Now before I get into the overview of this watch, let me just show you what comes in a package. So the owner of the watch was very nice and very gracious to lend this watch in for review, and he also gave me all the original packaging. The watch is actually not that old. I think he's had this watch for just a couple of weeks, which was again very impressive of him to give me this watch, because if it were me and I were just to receive a watch a couple of weeks ago, I'd want to wear it before I lend it to someone else. It has the microfiber cloth and a small instructions manual, and it comes on this cushion. And that's all you will find in the box as far as the packaging. So the watch does have that bronze look. However, this is not a bronze case. This is a stainless steel case that I guess was maybe painted or treated in some way. Actually, I don't know how they achieved this kind of look. If some of you guys know, please let me know in the comment section below how this look is achieved. But it's made to look like a aged bronze. However, it is a stainless steel case with a stainless steel case back. And of course, it's a see-through case back showing that movement. While we're looking at the movement, might as well talk about it. So it is a Seiko NH35 movement. On this channel, we are very familiar with this movement. 24 joules, 41 hours of power reserve, beats at 21,600 beats per hour. This one here runs accurately. So the Seiko NH35 runs at around plus 5 seconds per day, something like that, within 5 seconds. So it's very accurate. And on top of that, it's a reliable movement, can run for years without needing a service. That's why it's such a popular choice for a lot of micro brands. We do have this screw down crown at the 3 o'clock position. It is, again, made to look like a bronze crown, but I do believe it is stainless steel. The crown action is okay. It's not outstanding, but it's not awful. And of course, in the 0 position, that's the hand winding, because the movement is hand winding and hacking. And when we screw the crown back in, again, it's a pretty good thread, not the best I've experienced, not the worst. The finish on the case is all brushed, so you can see here. So it's kind of muted. It doesn't reflect light too much. I like that look. It looks very unique. And I should mention that on Spinnaker website, these watches do come in a variety of different color options. So I think the reference number for this specific watch is SP-5051-02, and it's priced at $250 US on the Spinnaker website. However, the owner of this watch did not pay that much. He paid actually half of that price, so around $120, because he bought through one of the crowdfunding websites. And if you're not familiar with how those work, basically a whole bunch of people get together and they buy the watch for half a price, for a third of the price sometimes for 75% of the price. Depends on the brand, depends on the watch, because they buy it in bulk, and then each one of the people that contributed gets a watch, of course. So he bought it through one of those crowdfunding websites, and that's how he was able to get such a great deal on this watch. Let's talk about the bezel. The bezel action is poor. You can hear it in the clicks, and also it has quite a bit of backplay. It is a 90 click rotating bezel, so it's not 120 clicks, but the positive is it does align properly. At $250, you also don't get a sapphire crystal. This is just a mineral crystal, which is disappointing because there are a lot of micro brands that offer sapphire crystals for lower than that, for under $200. What you also don't get with this watch is any kind of bracelet or a rubber strap. The watch comes on this pretty nice leather strap. It feels very soft, feels almost like a suede, but it's more of a desk diver because obviously you can't take this watch swimming with you. It does say water resistant leather. I don't trust it when the watches say water resistant leather. Maybe you can wash your hands wearing this watch, but that's about it. I wouldn't really go swimming wearing it on this leather strap, but the leather strap itself is pretty good. It seems like it's gonna last for a while. Another slight disappointment with the watch is the water resistance. So it's only 100 meters of water resistance as opposed to 200, which I would prefer on a diver watch. This is, again, more of a desk diver than an actual diver where you want to beat it up and take it with you on vacations and go swimming with, because it will scratch that crystal. And of course, only 100 meters of water resistance. So I mentioned quite a few negatives of the watch, but it does have some positives. Number one is the styling. The styling is very unique. It looks like a very unique, very cool watch. Just look at the dial. Kind of looks scratched up, or it looks like it has kind of grass taped to the dial. Very unique look. I haven't seen a dial like this before. I like it. And I think this design is either you like it or you hate it. I happen to like it, but I understand if you don't like it. I also like the color combination on the bezel, the red and the white. Again, looks unique. It looks cool, and it kind of matches the stitching here on the leather strap. It also matches this minute's hand. One thing that I don't like about the dial is the fact that there is some red writing right here above where it says automatic, but you can't really see it because of the way the dial is done, the way the dial is finished. You really can't read what it says there. So they should have put maybe a background behind it, or just left it out of this dial altogether. And that red writing supposed to read 100 meters of water resistance. The watch has all applied markings for hours. It also has that Spinnaker logo applied, and the logo for Spinnaker replaces the 12-hour mark, which is kind of a cool touch. I do like that. The Loom on the watch is pretty good. Let me pop a Loom shot on the screen right now. But the Loom doesn't last that long. My last nitpick or last negative about the watch is gonna be this date window. The date window is slightly misaligned. I think you have to look for it to find it, but the date is not evenly aligned. Not a huge deal, if we're being honest, but it is a bit of a QC oversight. And here's what a watch looks like on my 7¼ inch wrist. It fits well. As I said, that 44mm case wears pretty well. It doesn't feel like a 44, or it feels like a small 44, maybe a 43. Alright guys, so that was the review of Spinnaker SP-5051-02. It's an alright watch. It's not fantastic. I think at $250 it has a lot of competition with a lot of other micro brands that offer, in my opinion, better specs than this watch. However, the design of this watch is very unique. So if you're into this look and you're looking at Spinnaker as a brand, this is an alright choice. Thank you again to Ivan for lending me this watch in for review, and thank you guys for watching this video until the end. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this Spinnaker watch and about Spinnaker watches altogether. Do you have any in your collection? And also let me know what other Spinnaker watches would you like me to take a look at and to review. Today on my wrist I'm wearing my Phoebus PY007C. Of course, it's a Rolex Submariner homage. I haven't worn this watch for a while, so I thought I'd pop it on my wrist today. Also, in the description there is a secret link. Check it out. I think you'll like this one. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.